packaged.
This is the video review for Takara Tomy LG09 Brainstorm from the last wave of the Thrilling 30 Generations Voyager class figures. As you can see right here next to him, I have the Hasbro version. So we're going to do a comparison. This is a full review on the Takara Tomy version, and we'll compare it to the Hasbro version. Here is both versions out of the package, and you can see that the coloring on these is identical. The plastic that they were molded in is the same exact color. And you'll notice right off the bat, the Takara version has much nicer paint details. You have some red accents in here, red accents here. You got some nice silver accents going on up here. You have the darker orange color cockpit, and you have the Autobot symbol there on the cockpit. Very nice. Also some more paint details on the wings. I think this will translate nicely over to the robot mode as well. Underneath, you're looking at pretty much identical figures. I recently did a video review of Combiner Wars Leader Class Megatron, and he comes with an extra sticker set. And I just realized that this would be a good stand-in for your Hasbro version of Brainstorm. It's about the same size, maybe a little too big. You could use that Autobot sticker here for your Hasbro Brainstorm. Both figures do have landing gear that folds in or folds out. Very cool. That way when you set him down, he doesn't get that wobbling. He's nice and sturdy when you set him down. Both figures' cockpits do open up, and their headmaster converts to pilot. Here is the Nebulon partner Arcana, although it's not specified that. I'm not sure if the Japanese version specified that, but let's take a look at these two and compare them. Here's an up-close look at the Takara version of Arcana, or the pilot, the headmaster pilot, and the Hasbro version on my left. You can see that these are virtually the same. The only difference is the Takara one has a black screw and the Hasbro one has a silver screw. On the back, virtually identical. The Takara one has a darker orange faceplate, and you can see they have the same eyes and same coloring throughout, the same blue exactly. So pretty much the same with a slight difference in the face as well. You can see the orange in the face is a little bit different. It's a little bit darker on the Takara version. And for a quick comparison of the heads, you can see that they are virtually the same, although the Takara version has a darker color orange faceplate. And for a quick size comparison, here is with Generations IDW Voyager Class Whirl. Here is with Generations Triple Changer Voyager Class Springer. Here is with Generations Triple Changer Sandstorm. And Voyager Class Generations Roadbuster. And Deluxe Class Fall of Cybertron Cybertronian Seekers. And last but not least, Generations Leader Class Jetfire. Alright, let's transform Voyager Class Takara Tomy Brainstorm. So what you want to do is untab the arms here and rotate those around. You want to fold up the landing gear also. Then you can open up this panel right here. It only opens about this far, so be careful not to force it. Then you can flip his hand out using this little peg right here, and then close that back up, and then fold that panel in. Again, same on this side. Reverse that, and get your fingernail in there and pop that open. And then you can pop his hand out, close that back up, and fold this in. Then you want to come around here and untab the nose cone. And come around to the back and untab the legs, and you want to kind of bring those forward and bring the nose of the Cybertronian jet mode back, and this tab right here will tab into his back, and there he is, almost complete. Then you want to fold up this panel and fold the feet down. You can see his feet do have a pivot right there. That's really cool. Same on this side. Fold his foot out. And there you have Brainstorm Headmaster without his Nebulon partner. So the gimmick feature is basically the tech specs will be revealed like the G1 toys once you pop his head on there. So this head of the Arcana head becomes the neck joint, the ball joint, and once you pop that on there, the tech specs pop up. You can see that works really nice on this version. Then you can fold the cockpit closed there. And let's see how well it reverses. Hold this down and pull the head up, and again that head tends to get stuck in there, but the gimmick works very well on the Takara Tomy version. So you can just stick your finger in there, fold the tech specs up, what becomes the seat, and let's see that again one more time close up. Here's a close-up view of the gimmick here, so just pop his head on there like so, and the tech specs are revealed. For the Hasbro version, obviously it's the same gimmick. If you press this down, you can remove his head, and then if you push the tech specs back up, you can pop his head on there like so, and the tech specs are revealed. So it works really well on the Hasbro one as well. The only difference is I had to shave this down. I took an X-Acto blade and I shaved this piece down. I don't know what it was, the difference in the tolerances. And I also, because this is molded in white plastic, I shaved the earpieces down a little bit, and you can't even tell. You still see the perfect molding and the shape of it. And this actually matches the Takara one, but there was too much plastic on these too. It was getting caught in there. So now, once I did that, I shaved down, like I said, the ears on his head, and I shaved out this part a little bit here, and now the gimmick works really well. The only problem with this is now his head does not stay on very well. So it doesn't really lock into place. Oh, there it just did. So there you can still pick him up by the head. But again, it doesn't hold as well. So that's the only... Whoa, there goes his head. Hold on. So that's really the only issue with the Hasbro version. And the Takara one does not seem to have any issues whatsoever. This holds really well, and the gimmick functions really well. And again, you have nice solid neck joint there. So his head isn't wobbling at all. It's really solid, and you can get some really nice emoting out of there. Basically, it's held in really tight, so it's just like his head is on a normal ball joint. Really, really nice. The Hasbro version definitely has some issues with the gimmick. Look at the amazing paint details. You can see this is a great iteration in toy form of the IDW comic character. So well drawn and very well sculpted here in the detail. Now you can also fold his wings back to get a more of a silhouette. Looks really amazing. Really nice design all the way around. It's a great figure. And also the guns here from the vehicle mode or the jet mode do come off, and he can hold those in either of his hands, so he has the ability to dual wield his Cybertronian pistols. And comparing these both side by side, you can see a lot of the differences here in the paint and what a difference it makes. The Takara version I really like a lot better. Even though the colors are the same, the colors of the plastic used are the same, just those extra added paint details make a big difference. And then also, of course, the way that the gimmick works is a lot smoother and a lot tighter and a lot better on the Takara version. So all in all, I would recommend you picking up the Takara version. The Hasbro one's not bad, and the gimmick is fixable, so it's still not an issue. Either one is a great figure to have in your collection, but I do really like the Takara one. You can see the silver paint details right here as well on his torso, on his abdomen parts. Really make a difference. And again, you can put your own Autobot sticker on there. I would recommend doing that. I'm going to do that on mine as well. I have a repro label set that has some Autobot stickers on there, or I might use the Leader Class Megatron one and put that on there as well. But there they are together as a comparison. Here he is next to his wave mate, Generations Voyager class Sky-Byte. Really like this guy. I really like to display him with the side pieces sticking out like this. Looks really nice because you still get the paint details in there. Here he is next to Generations Voyager class Roadbuster. Here he is next to IDW Voyager class Whirl. Generations Triple Changer Springer. Deluxe class Armada Starscream. And here he is next to Generations Leader class Jetfire. These two look great on the shelf together. Two of my favorite figures. Really enjoy displaying these guys together, and they look great together. So my final thoughts on the Takara version versus the Hasbro version of Generations Brainstorm. If you have the money and the means, by all means pick up the Takara version. I think it is worth it to pay the import price to get this figure versus the Hasbro one, just for the fact that the gimmick works a lot better. You don't have to do any modifications to it, like shaving down this part of it to get it to work properly. The overall differences in paint really bring out a lot of details in this figure and make this one a far superior figure. So I would recommend that. Either figure is great for your collection, and if you have the Hasbro version, that's great too. Enjoy the figure. Hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure you hit like if you like this review. Don't forget to comment, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Twitter at TFReview16 as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, remember, keep collecting.